na sanka United Showbiz for no omo discuss Gifty or say any agrada asem no na Showbiz.
Yeah, I said to say who serve agrada your friend is rate
na enka ya befa to say Kwame despite
need nesu nesu aka say okita honorary doctor degree onye accredited wo use
yes we define
friend doctor or say Kwame despite tia Ghana mra
bo ya ye boa
and so much Wontumi to be kafa mami won na time. How do we sit down and we watch him go about on national television spewing utter nonsense?
Ye busasi ye pe card bearing members of MPP but a benefit of that.
A whole regional chairman sits down on national radio and call a woman a witch.
My first one. Emma Wontumi the moko court. Emma Mudi for.
That bold man that will sit on radio and lie now becomes so cowardice and was running.
Yenu Ziga, so no Dr. Mamu Baumia manifesto committee ho. No ka ho.
Ziga na me no nya na committee so.
It is coming from somebody who is an MPP person.
Okay.
Was it Chairman Wontumi pa President Mahama Cho? Na menene ya adwene say, ese Chairman Wontumi pa President Mahama Cho.
I didn't.
Good.
In the run up to elections, was Okoka say NDC 4-year rofa obesesa on position before my YouTube 8.
Kuku okwaku so put the kuku
pa. Kuku.
Say yet say be free will be office e be talk for. E ti no so ye ba ha anopa na ye bedi ko ne ka se de no ba. How would they feel? Yes, sir.
Ghana sikafo be break cocaine on start tonton ye.
None stronghold ne chairman. At the radio to say President Mahama seven producer our now no kokwaje.
Can you imagine
the girlfriend?
And they do money away. What is imagine right?
And Matisa Chairman Wontumi say or call for MPP national national me pacho on pe baby ntina.
Fadda Dickson pacho adentina Kwame say fa kan ma adwuma.
Before no kasa.
Enye sika. Enye sika.
Before na yo ya mo kasa. Enye emotion mani kasa.
Alright, hi on Ghana TV. Message or document beba comment section. Be like, no subscribe, no share. Chairman Wontumi's Movement TV. Gordon, Dasibre Dramana, Deuro, any coca. Almost on Monty say United Showbiz. MC ya boa Ziga. Any one car. Empress Gifty as a host. Any Fadda Dickson. Ama Chairman Wontumi. Omde si one more. Also pana. Omo on sempa. Fat Dr. Kwame despite home. Neso so omo de omo enka. No mu busa say Chairman General. We busa Fadda Dickson. Say Chairman General we yeni kan tie Movement TV omo discussion omo ye United Showbiz wan hwa na tie no so
akoba bi sa na ye friend package
pepa so obi send message ye friend no nana ko o say na sanka United Showbiz for no omo discuss Gifty or say any agrada asem no na Showbiz
oh ye na say the Showbiz
and the Showbiz na sanka omo discuss oni agrada antokwa no sanka omo discuss ye no
eya mesre media owners no say munhwe ye kakra. I'm not saying say go and gag somebody, but Wontumi nko follow for kakra. Say Chairman Wontumi so 5 radio stations. Chairman Wontumi so 5 television stations. Eti ene ye ba yen na enka ya befa
Doctor say Kwame despite. Need nesu aka say okita honorary doctor degree onye accredited wo use
yes we define
friend doctor or say Kwame despite tia Ghana mra national accreditation board for friend accreditation board and authority
yes authority
any GTech for issue strong statement last 2 weeks and so still mutna YouTube wo can say doctor or say Kwame despite munim so onye doctor
yes
so anya doctor
yes
ba no pay ya
na ye
calling on GTech for
say go after him
said you mo tro let a good Dr. Joseph for being any more as almost so bi come doctor say Kwame
would they be happy even though we be saying the right thing but menye so no na focus na ye ba ye waku so obi enu say Dr. say Kwame despite what ne friends ba ko
Dr.
Forisa say obi aka so mu ye nuafo
yeah
Wa papa na wo hwan
and
na hwan ma me na wo hwan ya ba na ka betena se na ka ye bechiechire mu se da binye se na tie o na na mu ye se ni se hwan be benefit e fa so be na be bre ye listeners any yin
e don person mo kire se
yes ramo
godon unim Ghana ha wahu businessman bi o Ghana ha bi ani hono man hu ni asem
obi a wo secret
Wontumi no ye politician enti nene na asem da paso but se mu ye se ya moye first one Emma Wontumi de moko court Emma Moody for. Enti moye say ya, look, obi anka se mun kan Wontumi asem. Yet ye kan krofo asem. Ba se do baby na say aso time bi abam na ase ya sheda say ye running the panel down na egu nanimu ase na say no a. Ono so radio station bi ebi na make kind of pay. Yes. Then we also call on JTech for say said your mo ye Dr. Joseph Obin. No mo can say onye doctor. Enti mani nyusu doctor title no. Then we will also call on them. Say omon tronkoma doctor say Kwame despite say efiri neko ono so onye doctor onbo doctor degree o baby a enti ono so onya yusu na mo so nya iso mo ti YouTube wa omo refer to the doctor say Kwame despite doctor central for mo say trade media monim say enye the right thing to do but you sit on TV and doctor or say Kwame despite go on me doctor say Kwame despite me penasem
of course
na unim me former boss radio Jonathan Mofenti Minya kwanya eben kakra because no a member of the East Legon Executive Club. Enti omu programs biya ni biya na me former boss no the yeko. Or in fact or that personally edmichia Dr. Say Kwame Despa. Enti me cash na no me share no program biya say who me happen or say minimum na me bom you say ye wa. Enti no oyo biya ade a wa ye last weekend or two okopang tuma no. Ghana fo nyina ani age say Ghana ni bi etimi ayesa. Monfa otan look, adia mo ye no United Showbiz so na no. Go on. Yenua ziga. Oh, workers. You see, edu baby a me unsa no pay me ka Dr. Bawumia attendi akene didi no na me nka bi. It is not part of my topic. I won't say it because ye tena ha yenua ziga say no ka Dr. Mamu Bawumia manifesto committee ho. No ka ho. Enya nyo na edi animu verify Dr. Bawumia. Me ba cho wo ni Dr. Bawumia adwuma fie sei ni. Me ba cho committee na mu ni ona na wo ka ho.
Ba ko kra me nka ho.
Manifesto committee na ka ho.
Dabi.
Campaign committee na ka ho. Me ba cho endra Dr. Bawumia ye part oni fie ye frɛ
man kobi
ye frɛ o say ye frɛ na wan kobi
me na minim bad man kobi
okay me ya frɛ me da se bre ya frɛ no enti me no o de mo de obuo maziga no mo ne mo tete sa na se mo frɛ from ko no mo ne mo koyem programs a ɛho o hasem ba me si asa kono magyae me metena ha e meko santokwa na emfa so because at the end of the day adwuma ye tena ha eye bo Dr. Bawumia no ye tete committee godon ni so obia ni so kofa and ziga na eli di charge na ohwe analysis na ade nyina na adwuma me dia me ni ho asem na mo du baabi na eye te se otan se ya hyeda de Wontumi agu ho ye egu nanimu ase ni ye insight aban e de atia Wontumi a obia ho asem o kromu ha obia ho asem
Baku mesre ura Say Kwame despite ene di o manage UTV ura Fadda Dickson omuntu womo a omo ba hol mofo Kwaku na one day yeso betena ha ni e ka say yenim se kuku obi firi obi dem kuku Kwaku so ku de onim kuku pa pot ya na enrogu mo no enye dudu a ya no mo nye dudu but ene de ne ma wo ma se de ne ma e ka ho
kuku mu mojampu okay manu mata from man na nya maga hoho mo
mate say yeti say bi free obi office e be to fom yati o eti no so ye ba ha alopa na ye bedi nko ne ka se de no ba how would they feel yesre ura Kwame despite and Fadda Dickson one more omo ba UTV program no so no mo no mo nkasa mesre bi Kwaku ye be say no mo afi
yemface
oh why no
go no
okay
enema bi o ha
oh right
enema bi o ha say media houses owners no omo hwe ni ye asim say afi the Ghana ye create media wo bi na beto ho enti we nya we ya now we nya we ya now mo se jama Wontumi wa ye dey e kwan be no fa so ye ni sika hwe Ghana sikafo be bre cocaine no start tonton ye Ghana sikafo be bre cocaine anom dili ana no so ma ye enti oba dane motivational speakers omu de tufo
atwere books
and some so obi ato o enti mo mani pa enke cancer ma ntse se ka obi anu an ho te o ma we mu enti mo hwe yie me kan no
koka
omo time say chairman be ye national chairman who political suit ye tiesimu ye adwuma
I see
me the chairman beba as national chairman now papa uti UTV abai wati wo kasa kire Wontumi ba MPP sika a benefit oda wo ya ye boa enne ye busasi ye pe card bearing members of MPP a won ka ho ye kan ko for ma ye adwuma ma MPP a won ka ba a benefit oda ziga na me ne unya na wo committee so me 8 years me to me 9 NC Jubilee House da because I'm not a beggar me ye adwuma ene ziga ene NDC tun sa didi what you say wo huni analysis o ye ene me ko can be ma when people were tagging you say o kan ubi and a speaker elusu na adwuma na o kotena se wo na ese ka me feel say ka ese wo frɛ Wontumi na wo give the necessary information
because
who program no so
who access crossing chairman sin ye kra na ye ne ye adwuma no who ziga who access who
what you say
unfettered access to chairman
ka give information na kotena station wo na educate na inform but rather you want to join the bandwagon what you say hwe obia ne godfather o be so kai say o godfather ebetumi ayakoa e wo bi godfather enim of godfather
of course
obetumi ayakoa obetumi aye boy e wo bi godfather enim ntu nya opportunity ya ebo a political life na wa wo enti why who say every time a politics besesa no obesesan watare no worries but we are watching all utumi tina ho e kan sem we fa papa no. Do you understand politics? Do you understand politics? Senya na wo judge wu na me expect say ka obeka sa afa John Mahama ho nsem o ka fa oboko ani sa no ma no. Yes, obi anye clean but uba say upese o ka facts and figures ah. Yes, o kan send yet. Don't pick and choose. Men try say obeka sa senya obeye ubenya fame me free obi ho. Enne platform a okọ kasa so no say e ka owners and managers because you don't matter. You don't matter. The matter the owner no and the managing station no. We should be very careful. Yan share so entertainment show make us contribution to entertainment yen to me even quantify it is not even there. Look us ni ho enya dress no enya so wa hihye hu how you inform, how you help impact the economy, change lifestyles no akotena ho
ene Peace FM ene it is 9th and 10th June obia we follow Peace FM for years in say January mudie chama January wo madwuma wo de jejo no ho na most of the time na me nua na akese atelem eba February say pa na chama January abegine dwa ene June mu ne we for chama January en sama ya tete ya yenim ya de betra sense ye kan
yes we can see a bekan
ye ka se be kan
what you say
wo first
onipa
was Kwame despite
obuo one ho sa no we will not want to drag
him. We don't want to do that.
Drag him on.
Some people say nipa we try program. I'm all too for free Kumasi.
Afurium say
Dabi.
The contribution to
we will never sit
the contribution to FNSA Ghana in terms of taxes,
yes,
in terms of employment
yes,
and work creating.
Yes.
You see, any people say, look, I don't think that Kufuadu Nyanse Mono. Abria Ibrahim Mahama issue draft checks no.
One declare
ni mano. One Ibrahim Mahama too. Also we a Ghanaian businessman. We Juma say ya. Ebe kan crofo. And it say why issue draft checks are your offense. First Canabra na kwa we Juma. First Kana with draft checks na we issue no amount no fabra na kwa we Juma. Oba obesia banks guye unso obi che no. Obi anche no because business dey wutimi ye boka. Utimi ye nyanfa so to be bob bank besia no the year adwuma na e ka ba as a businessman no enya Trump ne ayi akoya friend say Elon Musk no omo actually enti no yesra empenisa na godon ka no say sani amode untumi si ho na mugu untumi animu ase e wo show no so e Fadda Dickson fe because me say Fadda Dickson sa program ne favorite program enti ote ho na o hwe ene yegu untumi animu ase na ye ne fe Fadda Dickson pa adenti na Kwame Sefa kan ma adwuma Fadda Dickson adenti na Kwame Sefa kan ma adwuma because NPP free aban mu ape wesi Kwame Sefa kan so man ma adwuma adenti so otimi ma youth United Showbiz enu po de Showbiz pepepe o ma mutimi tena ho discuss ni ntia Kwame Sefa kan ma adwuma Ebega besinne and na June 9th. If you say to abawie Kwame Sefa kan adwuma e wo Peace FM so Fadda Dickson Momontina United Showbiz no discussing the general of all generals and the avatar of broadcasting in Ghana Kwame Sefa kan nienti abesinne on adwuma
because we dey omule mu because Showbiz dey se present abadwuma na fe yentini kan obi anim dey ase a
Kwame Sefa kan onyare
and almost showroom
friend say sa automobile now edamu
good
and second ubi me say can normally a chairman general and then be MC for that program why was he missing that
TV so me che Ghana for nintia Kwame Sefa kan be sinne onyare ontu kwan o Ghana Kwame Sefa kan retire from broadcasting ba nintia Fadda Dickson yesi no kwan say on mani meye adwuma Peace FM so bi mu no because NDC aba ben mu no o me kan che Ghana for ni hu no mo discussing pepepe on United Showbiz
look at that check no bi busa say that check in your day that check ni DUD you spelling DUD just a check wo de be ko banka e be bounce na sika nim e be ko pa na sika na nim ebo mpo boko na ye no friend say account no ya collapse
Ibrahim Muhammad de ba say account ni be close account into your checkbook ni account bi ya tu and I know the checkbook na ne bra president into your corner bounce still ni ye yama no okọ na bounce ni ye yama no mako ye te say 44 etiro no so be ka January for be can so enye 44 na 24 whatever the case may be there was a 4
kra na ebony etia o manomra aye 4 pekra na etia o manomra
all right kwakunti say eye ho eye fancy ko dey fancy eye hwe dey.
So on United Showbiz, this is how they discuss Chairman Wontumi's issue.
So Empress, they tell me say accountability is good. In fact, Bible crack can say yenina yebebu akonta say than you do but at the end say accountability is not about Russian. Russia.
When it comes to accountability.
Exactly. Nyayena yate. Any dia menim any say. Yes say CID invited Chairman Wontumi. Eba eye omo officer. And he willingly attended invitation. I mean he honored the invitation. CID crash letter but Onabaso say he's come there wababe cooperative and it's a good gesture. You see, Empress, so long as only a buying, not even a buying only, but so long as udi jumedie bi sikafa wonsem, and now pose a buying sikabifa wonsema. Empress, a dani drew ho na yesi bebu wa konta wese woko. A dani do ho ni yesi bebu wa konta. Enya afe na wo ye mo hihye wa wo ye mu hwie. Because if you know that's why you're Juma, you go and then you answer the questions. Ebia na irregularities be no mehu. Ebia bibi wo ho mehu o monti ase e we se wo ba na ye den. Ube chechim enye hu former Minister of Energy, then Minister of Education. Napo. So I call Yoko be 2 times. Yeah, but so long as waye abaye juma o sikabia fa wonse mana BBSC yentin ho asibi ye be frɛ wo ye ordinary citizen ebi assembly si woman tem maybe you were witness whatever police beto nsa frɛ na ya tototo wano to aid investigation enti enye bone yes say ye to nsa frɛ we so na emum Empress meme die chi ma dwen kakra me pese me hu me pese me busa no be wanu ye bi ode mami ana se bibine say minim say these Yoko, CID, BNI and all of that a security agency. I'm very sure say when it comes to cruncher they are able to share data to aid a particular case or whatever it is. So me question is say emra CID to nsafre Chairman Wontumi he willingly occur na Yoko so penano. Couldn't they have consulted with the CID people so that Ebia and either they would deliver him to them or they would equally send him an invitation like they did with Chairman Napo and any other person they've invited to come and answer questions?
You think so, one friend?
Not that I've heard. So listen.
You don't know.
Listen.
You don't know.
Let's work with what is in the public domain.
Okay. So you needed an answer.
Yes.
So Mami will answer.
Okay.
Now, if you are on Yoko's or any security for that matters radar, they can pick you up at any time.
Okay.
Wow.
Yes.
Anytime.
I had to say in patrol.
How much me for anytime?
Anytime.
When it comes to
so we are saying
there be any security in patrol. One say na me tell us say say me I'm on their radar some person mu chimi. On baba be chimi sisi.
Wow.
Yeah, I said to say who serve agrada your friend is saying rate. Okay. Mami you see me say me so me serving crofo.
You so different.
Me use. Say be me serve Nana Romeo. Rate. Ma hwehwe ni sa me hunu. Baby ame hunu na me di bema no. That's how it is.
Okay.
So you cannot sit here and say Iyoko has to invite
I'm not
anybody.
saying, I'm asking.
Yes, I'm trying to address Ziga. You cannot tell the police or any security agency for that matter how they should do their job.
Okay. But Boo, you see, now this is the point I'm coming to.
Yes, come today.
Also come today. Bulldog make his points be about how he was arrested.
Yes.
As an individual.
Yes.
He felt that it was too.
Yes.
It was too much.
I was
exactly my point. So me point I me build what Hannah say. Chema Wontumi knowing who he is, what he is in society, CID Aton Safreno, Waba, Ababeye when if Yoko invited him, they Anka Obeko. And now say only say was a woko. Ain't the whole charade, chino, car, now when I come, I helicopter, now moving. I feel say.
But the things you are saying, do you have evidence to it? And now it's alleged because I never saw a video. Okay. There's no video out there. Rashi, Chema to me,
okay. So allegedly, what is out there? I feel say, Sanya Midi can accountability there. Here. So long as we did you maybe a was see a phone near to 2 day, your frewa, a was so yeding, a was so woko. But there's a parting in our political system. I may study, I may be wrong, but this is my view. I can't say, and no, MPP was so almost be ya to force.
Sir,
I say, you say a child say, yes, so yaba in Abba. Me patch me one. Almost the MPP, the NDC4. NDC4 the be MPP4.
Two patches and accountability.
No, that's not what I'm saying. The American accountability are 70 days. I've made that clear. The American me trying to say it comes to a point in time where it feels like someone or some people is abusing the system to show that we have the power. And it's not just NDC, MPP4 Suyebi. Me patro the American not say, which I feel say no, you're very bad. Look at what happened to Bulldog. Looking at Asema na Enunti Omukwako invited, which was about the xylophone issue and men's gold issue. You think that if this guy was seizing a passport to Krania, the idea only baby, I give fan over to me. I feel like idea however, like I said earlier on, accountability. Like I said earlier, accountability here. But you see, Empress. Chema Wontumi so ni ye bi away no eya na meminti ase your politics na ye away from this issue. And sometimes dia wo be ye be ma wo ho aye hinti a obi nso feel say onu so ba bi owo no pese o kire wo say mesuma ba ne say your politics na ye ye nim say politics die wo bia eka dia ebe ye ne yonko ya na ebe ma ne yonko aye unpopular among the people. Now I can't know they are projecting on. There are some statements that I heard Chema Wontumi make, and I was highly disappointed. In a man of his caliber, number one, baby Ote as the regional chairman of the Ashanti region. And Sembi Waho Kikaya, Sebi Previa Samu. Yaya Yatia Bontia, Yenim Nieko, we know what is on the ground. They were utterly distasteful. And yet, Asema Yeka, number one, Efa Obang, the second lady of the land. Then even before Obe called into office as a vice president. And Sema Chema Wontumi to be Kafa Mami one time. As penny of his caliber, number one, and as a regional chairman, Sebio and Kola Edias Yenomo show. Na time. And Sema Okafa, your current president, Mr. John Dramani Mahama ho eka insemi bu ha me du se meka eka say yeah Madam Lodina Kodja so obaye obehu say Sebio. Come on, how do we do such cheap politics? MPP for a titru for where MPP for Oma school Oma Jimudo. How do we sit down and we watch Chairman Wontumi degrade the party to this level? How? How do we sit down and we watch him go about on national television spewing utter nonsense about people that hold class in society, people that are holding office near the idea? Yet Yaka said they be a ne start a program. Topic I had the chassis. Topic I had the chassis. Now Ola say we should show respect. We should show respect. If we are preaching to show respect, and people that are holding offices are disrespecting people on national television and national radio, now you call and say yeba. Now you call and say yeba. A whole regional chairman sits down on national radio and call a woman a witch. So we share Nenima was a before. How do you say this? And for na Bonina and Bonina allegedly almost me patrol hold on. Bonina allegedly almost Casa Wayeno. Minya should say, Seven Switch, Minya should say, Yenra. So now one cry a non starter. Hey, I feel like that cheap politics never see a jai. I will say a jai. And Matisse Chama to me say or call for MPP national me pacho on pebe bintina MPP for delegate form to Abama Chema Wontumi because o can be na MPP we Empress me view na me can me say Chema Wontumi on pebe bintina all right was a human right on pebe bintina MPP for acho ma delegate be batch o can be and na wo mo rape at all why be we cannot say that he's not done anything for the MPP party.
Yes, still
he
regional
has,
chairman.
And I know the or in the regional, no in the regional, but national say MPP better konenim. Na afi 2024 ye pe wo mo asebio sebi impregiasa wo mo ti party na say any party no history ye be hold on ye be drive party no amana akọ into that success na party ni person wo mu hu na Empress mami wie ama wo makọ party ni success na e wo so wo mu nya na Chairman Wontumi on tenase
owo sika
na
before no kasa before na ayo ya mo kasa
anya emotion man kasa
let me finish
before na ayo mo de kra ebema MPP for some person mo ba mu 2028
onu ni party asem onu ni
party asem no
butterfly
anya the party asem no ka
o afafanto what is the problem with MPP for omo
come ya kwaso
kasa
Chairman Wontumi why you do party baby adunu die me sre MPP delegate for aba mo ba betui me sre mo a Chairman Wontumi mo momodin anon pe baby ntina no nkoje na home wa bre na yoko eyi kra wa koma ya sam keto wa bre onko tina se party ni wanim di fu o mo betumi abebe di party denim as a national chairman to drive the party to that success that people want to see.
Now we dey wa bon say
enti ye be se bebre masemani
zi wakasa yes wakasa people like you should be in the front line of the MPP because the next 30 years you should lead the party.
Ziga
And I'm 48 this time.
Oh, me.
Oh, I see.
Empress.
So the way I will lie him.
Yes, Empress. My many can clear side is here. Bill no one seven. I would say a sweet case behind the bill.
Okay. Case behind
the bill. The quantum of the case, how the profile, case the profile, and then you share with the bill.
It's cancer soon.
Aha. It will be to say, Mr. Kwame Dubois. Ye chain no. Onu no bill ni ye. Chairman Wontumi no times 2.
Wow.
120 million bill. Ena omo pardon no na omo man 80 million. Okay. It depended the case ni how the profile. Professor Amia Kumfidi ni 10 million. Ena Chairman Wontumi no 50 million. You get me? Okay.
then chema Wontumi the nkofo say ya money bail ya money bail but na ontimi meet the bail demand condition sorry okay they make what I say so 50 which is it is kind of 500 billion wow so that is that 80 omo kase sika no sododo ne sa no mane de enye sa na ka
na sika no wan so ma
don't debit me ministers can be that one but per the charges no deputy enye sika say assets de be per the deputy attorney general justice Rimsai Ebekan no charges or the buyer aye na enya biti or tweet yes Facebook ye no sa charges de o kabo mu a eho ni sika na ye do tweet so okay but you see oman ye here reconciliation na ka mebeka asembi but ma amend asema make na because of where Bulldog is coming from okay we need reconciliation after every elections the idea president go for the reconciliation by any chese oba na Ghana nipa ediyawo tiniu nipa diyawo pa ya jijibu meja pade ya keka nsem ya fa nipa jo ya senkofo no ma so eti ebiema bo bia ba be kanasem na ya wa free nipa ne mu and a reconciliation commission so no ye de mra na ye enact in parliament eti ebetimi amend no na yaka say in every election year after transition yenya reconciliation for 1 week okay ebetimi aboa what about the America san the member of parliament Edema Efijase Asokore Efijase honorable Dr. Ayu Afriye one chairman Wontumi ne kona krana omuni na support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia campaign o say SSS chairman Wontumi pa president Mahama Chow Chenio it is coming from somebody who is an NPP person okay o say chairman Wontumi pa president Mahama Chow na menene ya adwene say SSS chairman Wontumi pa president Mahama Chow
adentia
good Timmy Dedikai the Kosuninan is being informed by Tetinoma bi ayaye.
The Kosu.
Yes. I'm not talking about the charges. Just not making. And your castle on purpose the Mahama Chowa. It is not about say on panechonian for the charges. No. And that's how you can. But a no man Kosu. Tiu. Dedikai Ushe Napu. How Napu was invited. We could have invited Chairman Wontumi the same. And the bill now you match Chairman Wontumi. The 500 million old currency or 50 million the new currency. They say asset no as I say the ban should be asset to 20 our Greater Accra.
Oh okay.
Not Ghana because local is for this country. But the asset yes so they were finding it difficult to meet the demands.
Oh wow.
The American watch say the back and forth ayeye dinano. Okay Ghana constitution article 14 clause 4. 14 clause 4. HN say would obi ekoko sha wo chi obi e de no ko jail and I say security agency be invite no. I invite no. As I say we arrange the pardon 48 hours for the court. So 48 hours ne buy no. Chema Wontumi no that so them. So ultimately meeting that is what the constitution says. Ultimately father court ya nyenesa. Why? Because this country everybody has a score to settle with Ubia. People are setting scores. That is my opinion.
You are talking to me.
People are setting scores. When I'm catch you. There course to deny a score to settle. Ubi obeka is a score to settle. Apart from saying the case the down. I said Professor Miyaku no case. Matopoku prempe wako twice. Then so wako yoku.
And say them
good. Quiet. But how come to about Wontumi? We mad kwentia. Ye be election ye kasa dodo. Ye be election ye kasa too much. Misinform what? O se me kasa muslim ye mpacho. One asem we amuka. Misinform what? Mpacho me ba o. Asem we ye kan. Mu ayesta me ba o. Mu ye start as a muslim person mu be court. So I'm guiding you so you don't go there.
He said share their work.
Your kind mpacho what he wants to say. Ne say although say Mr. Wontumi aye problem owo asem no e wo issue no yes sena yoko treating no enye sa because omo personal score to settle. Me see mpacho that is my opinion as a Ghanaian. And then I be politics. Me see people have score to settle with people. One
Alleged.
People have score to settle with people.
Alleged.
That's what I see things. Let me tell you something. Share your be election. Kasa you too much. Your politics not say too much about this country. How come Chairman Wontumi? Chairman, I would die NPP. No patriotic party. Who can New York Times for say one of the greatest political organized corporate political party NDC can because was a founder NDC the Nipa Bakuleti. But one of the greatest political parties in Africa, ANC, new patriotic party can. None stronghold ne chairman. At the radio to say President Mahama 7 prediasa I worry now no kokwaje.
Can you imagine
the girlfriend?
Can you
also I worry the secret on your friend say
on national radio
with no
national
facts.
Radio
With no facts.
David did not get anybody so be catch call say I dey na way and Ghana politics
Some people told him but he just
and to say as much you do not back it to any documents on bet you bibi kakra bi wetu.
Nah, Mama is not like that. President
Oh,
Mahama is not like that.
no,
You're talking about President Mahama. You don't know him.
He didn't.
No, but that is what he said. Who is he talking about?
Let me finish.
No, don't. President Mahama will not
I
shoot
will
that
not say
low.
President Mahama. Boo, let me tell you something.
Yes, sir.
Even if you are being appointed as a fake CEO, Yoko CEO, Mahama Mao instruction, I'm telling you about that. You can, yes. That's what I'm talking about.
No. And especially when he already
Raymond answer will not do that. The people in charge.
Let me talk. No. Please, I beg.
You can interject. So I'm interjecting.
Okay, let me talk. Let me finish.
Don't make it that way.
People have scope to settle with people. Because who are somebody okay?
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama does not have any.
I'm not saying John Mahama.
Let him finish.
I'm not talking about President Mahama.
Her Excellency Nana has no score to settle. Raymond Acha has none. This is how you
I'm on the problem.
No, me too, I'm there. Listen, if you have scores to settle, the person should not even commit a crime. Go and lift them up. When we call scores to settle, you see me as an example. Me no person hear me, sir. But the person, forget that. What did I do? No, I don't owe anybody. They pick me up. This guy owes.
Meba.
This guy owes.
Boo, please.
Yes, straight here.
Me say, people have scored to settle with people because of how I hear politics. And I hear MPP ni NDC kwa. Sorry, ni NDC kwa. And when MPP mu, share. Otra radio so. Na aka say President Mahama eba Ashanti regional. Chair national security for and negotiate with you.
Can you imagine? In what capacity?
My goodness. What can say de no? Say President Mahama appoint to obi as a Yoko boss. Na se nipa no saje na konumu a. Treatment e dey ma 48 hours. Ese se e do court ne sa no man yan fa money na. Kwa me se ye be che wa dikutu bu otiwa. Sa na kire. Yes.
This is what I'm saying. Like,
please let him finish.
When we sit on national TV, we shouldn't misinform.
Say you sanitize your airwaves.
Patrol.
Say you sanitize your airwaves. Abrantie bi e friend.
That is radio and now say social.
Lebia. Abrantie bi Malik Basinteli. Before elections, Ojira somewhere. O say Dr. Mahmoud Bamia a report. Or report as a Muslim. The guy is a Muslim. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia is a Muslim. Yes.
So
on the rally, yes, because he was swiping Atacha. Atacha said that President Mahama no something like that. No, can I say Muhammad? But all the say no, so he was swiping your friend is Atacha. You get me? Then he stood on your friend say campaign platforms. What say? Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, what we pork without any evidence. Was that taking alcohol without any evidence? Imagine said Dr. Mahmoud Bamia be president. Ebi a ono do on yet say the President Mahama de ne. Na say you appoint obi ko yoko. We just imagine appoint obi ko yoko. The person is a die-hard person. I take to Dr. Bawumia. Edi asem na besi. So you had all the opportunity. You have radio stations. There are so many ways to bet me I campaign be winning election.
Now can I sensitive?
Yes.
Yes.
As somebody is sensitive. People have scope to settle with people. Because
this could be why. No. We are here to protect.
You see, NIB. NIB. What you don't know? NIB. Omu way of nyoma different from the police.
Let's know what we are saying.
Yes, no, any emotions team patrol. NIB can hold you. People are in NIB cells. 6 months. They've not been handed over to the police. Wow. Now NIB cannot prosecute you. It is only the police that can prosecute you. What did they can say? Who can be? And you started right. Say depending on the evidence they've gathered, they can hold you. What you said, they can hold you. So, wow, in the same breath, because people are settling scores. Who so be report? They say people have score to settle with people.
And I'll link it to say.
So he's not saying that is what
Sana make sure say Majimi ya will say. But I'm not happy because of this. Me free say President Mahama na me. I do not say that.
Yes.
I'm not saying that. I'm there but tell the aba. So ko say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Eric Pop. Listen, that job be president. You get me?
That's
it. That's what I'm trying to paint you. Yeah, share your huye. Ya kasa already. And yet, say you what blow chances of to become a national chairman.
Obey me win.
Oh, hey. Party ni bi enu on mo mu ni abamu. O ko akopetu mi bi free National Democratic Congress. O kopetu mi free CPP fo. O kopetu mi bi o ko jitu mi bi free National Democratic Congress. Party chairman ben e battle court case. Ya ba mo e beto so aba. Now ko battle court case.
Na be nyata.
Obedenya time akwakoya aduma. I don't know the chances America say chairman he had all what it takes to become a chairman, a heavy chairman. You understand? So going forward, you know, your best your kasa, your knee, politics is about sanity. You know, cophobia on my politics, genuine politics. Omu did you attempt that? But I don't make places. You get me? Mummy and share who ye wide allegations or substantiated your first remarks. Dirty conforne you can't throw the tongue conforce no so one you careful na so what buy free abemua na buy obeba no one you careful and here they will have score to say obet so adikitu ebi wechiwa
me das MC ebacho unim iyoko recent year omo free chairman Wontumi.
Well, I've heard of money laundering. That's what I know on top of mind. Fraud, stolen cars.
Okay.
Nti eno no na yatete. Ti omo hwehwem.
Empress and CID
CID any galamsey and water polluting water bodies and you know.
There's another civil
so
case.
it's two.
Oh, charges no does.
But charges be
There's a civil case as well.
A civil case.
Yes, from court normally call Exim Bank.
Yeah. Sika no kodi o se o de kodwie ebro no.
Yes.
And also
Justice Srim say Chairman Wontumi is also under second strand of investigation, which is part of a larger international organized crime scheme. That's a second one.
That's
the first
one.
one,
The car, stolen car.
Or say the suspect Bernard Entubosi aka Chairman Wontumi is under investigation for various criminal offences, including fraud, causing financial loss to the state, and money laundering.
And is it true some frozen in account now?
I heard something like that.
Now on to the substantive matter no. Ye kan ko ba so ensema chairman Wontumi akeka pen. And who say asemi tu ni mum na videos no e ba mo. but media dey na boom who kakra in a run up to elections was okoka say NDC 4-year rofa obesesa omo position from a U28 no Tio Empress yes me when say it was a recipe for disaster because ade yakotena se ya ballot ya hyehyɛ nikofo na yo mo advert dey omo numbers atoto honom. For you to say that, no, and when we had on one staff back, Obeka say about on the separate days. Now, Kotuma MPP day one, no more macaning, and I can't my boom now, Wakakotua Banamo the subsequent days. No, Gracie, and high, no, I'm invited, a highly unprofessional idea, a recipe for election chaos, and yen per se a bed and a best so. Now, you can't, it happened on his own radio station. Oh, akwaye say opening ni for ono na enya ni sika na we be company bi ntino ye ntimi ntiano mani enye e na say enti uti nchen na wo hwa ase discipline no ye den e wo from and say we indisciplined da e de sane man kitinkiti we nyina aba ye nyina ye ti ha e bi mo ka say Rambo style la ya koche no na Rambo style. It may be Rambo style but it is not unlawful. A Rambo style but to emra in any way because me no the level of intelligence are BNI, Yoko, whatever they have meaning yes sa fraud there dey anwa bossy any money laundering ni stolen cars no e wa trial but e bia intricacies bi the system bi no emu yedu enti nipa no kra say dware no ka wo boni mu na se e bam na tiko na chene kwa me I don't have any problem with it me ti here me come medal in stolen car me ko ye fraud Madame, who saw my sumojo me. Intimate say, party for na tiapete and your mouth brown bora. It is not unlawful. Moonjainam running your day, engagement. A biswaka say, oh, in a run up to MPP national elections where your publicity man may catch on the ordinary Ghanaian voter, not Junimudaho. Yeah. And a publicity BIA publicity, see a bolding and a newspaper here. Hold on, when you da so massa. A drew about to Bernard, they would tell you say publicity be what phone. Yeah. Ain't any now beso so swaka say no mammy governor no way. A drew Sir Bernard, the people will show you the exit because a names are popping up or MPP national chairmanship race. Wait me abuami bia. What's John Buedu? I mean, or can say the etio, but say we be forum or baby jina. Mommy name Sleepy cry about for that your friend is saying a chairmanship race. No, and your mom for say where your publicity stands be now, and newspapers are publicizing and a baby awajidi. It's negative publicity, and it's bad for the party. M1 so me I felt bad for him. Kakra, especially me who say ye ne pie na say autoguni na so you could tell say was struggle. I was feeling say be a normal man say self recognition bill now because obi anim baby ote ni nipadua wo ni nipa wo ye ne ade. But then again me jenu bi na say hey fraud. Your friend is saying money laundering, stolen cars. Galam say we all know the effects of mining. E wo hanum say. What must say intimidation am say no self recognition ni kwa no Eya asem kakra because of the labeling their label their tool so it's I don't see anything wrong with the Rambo star senke ya dia etom radia then we will have every right to say that and no more now form no so no solidarity na metiasie because political party they don't na and Ashanti region MPP for stronghold they couldn't have just sat down aloof now almost say niema cause and I don't think set na no now form no e chese chinchina yinipi niemfa ni kofie what did they make an say and if you heard omo no mugina honom so and yeso ye ba ye beye mu bi enchese mu mienu ni nyina agura mudi no achoko ka jini asma say enchese this your MPP agura mu ye den mudi no. So me, I don't see any chairman na say na national chairman ni will say any no way. Say if it is a mrano dia, let it be so. It's as simple as that, Empress. Na me tie lawyer bi o OKFM. O say sa bill na the man kwa police bill. Think after 3 hours cry, it me sa kokko cry bill ma. Yes. It me sa kokko chu bill. Yes. That's what I'm telling you. What must say? It's ya mu me nya abotre. Yes. It could be your favorite politician, but otumra, watumra, Empress. Otumra, watumra. What am I say? Enter and yan share anka. A bit to the party as a whole. Into no me amitia saying me who say kokwa make a sekoko tuntum make a say tuntum. Sakasa no enche ye abatuo bre no enche ye. And ne work can I chin no I don't know baby asem na akwa kodru. Yes, and he's still on air.
Or didn't hear radio.
Yes, he's still on air. Wow, into your chinebu wana wo station ye betum sisi ye beka say media freedom. Yeah, theater media freedom. You understand what I mean? And I don't know what the guy has. I said what apologize publicly. It shouldn't repeat itself again. You best romo pa say omo politics no join yasum. Yeah, the content mind the whole week one will say content creators no they are cashing out. But at the same time no enfadin papa ma political party no. Ye can say NDC actually wants to see a party ben biom ne wa ebesi anam. It is MPP. It's a bibi kosu na nkoya. We need to check it. Because I need two party state anisa because you need third force via the more thing apart from no warfare what's my say it's when things go bad now we need to spell it out and the Empress me rest me case wa hanum say one him
misinformation is criminal so that guy na see echi no your kuma na your chi musician be for that
okay Empress
yes.
The Rambo style is a style of acting or reacting in a way that is aggressively, violently, or often fanatically militant.
Hey! Fanatically!
Like the fictional character John Rambo. A started free Rambo 1 a year 1982 scene.
Okay.
Now I call First Blood about do Blood 5. I'm saying or Sabico 6. First Blood. Yeah, from 1982.
Yeah.
I want a free buy. She said, "What your description?" I mean, said as a militant way of arresting you, and try a car repeatedly. It may be done in a crack.
Okay.
Tiana me politicians, and that he said the Rambo style of arresting. You see, he was arrested in a Rambo style. I'm showing footage and I said, where's the Rambo? Where's the Jack? Where's the killer? Because I don't see any Rambo here. I saw a man that was being asked to join a pickup truck. The lawyer, Kotna Wim. But we have. Yes, but we have lied consistently to make it seem like the truth. And I told the public brain team, and that's where crumb for when you're crumb for. And that is politics. Okay, you're near intro. Empress, then I chama Wontumi. Chama Wontumi me senior. A friend senior Benghazi man got to know Tamo free school now in America. School the best school in Ghana, Prempeh College. Na ne kura ne say o enipa bia no ho enika o penipa na osan ewo asante su ewo numu sa asante su ne nyina su ana bi we mu ya wo asante ni a wo no ma mienu kotoko na NPP asa eti ye nyini kakra ne hu se kotoko ye som no ba MPP ye betimi ajai cause near the akuma na ye politics ti sa wodo akuma ye politics e dure bia wo ya de awon nwene ho akuma na emotions na wo de ya de eti wo kan sem bia wo kan anyhow okay oh ya ye bi da o ye chan troda and then trans ye twa bia kire yenda emi e be time JJ Rollins my baby say me papa na me planning cross me two crown me papa na kono I'm telling you for a fact. I'm telling you for a fact. Mame, say yes, so tia santimam ni ye twa NDC hon tra 2-3 ma. Ya hihye adwuma ma. Am what NDC a. Mame jai. Na ke betin aka je say MP before the omo t-shirt kra ombedi akoto abama. That is how we do politics. Ewa santimam. Ebi na me bra penye no. It is a true campaigner. I see a chant through beer, cancel beer, net tongue team. It is someone mobile boss. I can tell you for a fact that on one so chantro. But now I dream for beach and say, oh, a bit me a mere winning cophobia. It's in a noise, son. But I need a meaning question say, hey, me say me near deal, and yes, I know. I say me a make a credit. A policy, it can real politics now about me, Pamucho, we are kind of politics in here. Monfanche. Now, we are not here, dreaming won't say, is that the way we should be going? Should we always be destroying people just because they pay vote? I did about Kwame NPP winning and losing this election so terribly. And yet, the fact that people were so tired of the way I now man for see Funska, our Ghana. The way I now man for a disikaya kaka bensem. Open no man lose power biano. It is all we need to for what say the youth in baby language is Burkina Faso militant leader.
Yeah.
Why? Because they realize that hey, I said they are getting fed up with politicians. As a politicians fire sika yenyo moshi ni eja momoko. Eti ma yebe to abai ni mu because NDC be ni abayo. But by before 2027 ends, that's NDC intimate chichi won more via Ghana sika nguma. They should forget about the next election. And that is what is happening. The youth they are angry. They are angry. Say, I'm not from Yesika. It won't be jamo mako. Yeah, free TTO. And it seems like politicians is rub my back, make I rub your back. And we are sick and tired of that thing. We need a change. It is say Abaya Banu who say no, the youth actually are crying for this kind of change, this level of accountability, this level where we can finally say enough is enough with corruption, so that the youth can have this kind of respite kakra. It's near say, oh, Papa, you share one semuno. You say, say, okay, galam, ukucha, asasi biwa, Saudi too good, but chin ya ginger on us, Saudi assassin, no side my rent. It's brother betch him say, then I would just assassin in my rent. Now my man for eight too good with baby, I ain't swum so too good. Bonnie home. It will call ya, who could church and say, it's okay, call. Ye be free here, be saffron. Who peer through another department, Brad Tobo. Yes, you know who can say, Cassie B. Yes, a castle said you, or Mune Castle, and say, ye refer bruchine, Baba, Betty Walker. And I see Sika being so money laundering be, and I will sound so coco G. Sika quite quindy. A quan wine yet, Sika so waji. It's a brana betch, me patch on the bonnet anyway. And one atomra, and I want a chamra. But you see, when we overdo politics, this is what happens. Some will say, they know a vice president here wearing. Some will say, oh, no, see you cry inviting no. But Muti say a man for ye did. A man for cocoa trafom. Say your more friend now. Because one can say Ghana for more Muntini, I am Miss How. Tama won't me, yes, I know, or Janio. And on the station, I know, phrase so. So what you say, see a yoke for CID for could fee. It's in the home coffee to a phrase in the station, so. And the dinner sound bite to the dead. Oh, the real sanity. So that bold man that will sit on radio and lie now becomes so cowardice and was running.
Oh, he's a coward, big one.
How?
Tall, big coward.
No, like how could a man, such a bold person, flip to be a coward within a few weeks?
A coward.
Oh, big one.
The only reason that you can have is that Sawa Bemwa Wontumi. You feel you are on top of the world, you're untouchable. That's a bad flip here. No, it's a Sawu no, it's a Wontumi got trouble being Casa Mahame ba Kumasi. I just will be seeking permission. It's a Wontumi can be. Why? Because one bear ni ho. You see how the world is. It's here come we are near come. Yes, so about them say, hey, Munya careful. Now, wouldn't you go ye be a affecting a party? I might say I affect one more because now I can be some maybe. And the my team could discuss here quite yet. We want a bit I could to me she but he didn't know that a maybe bedra Chama yet Chama be more Chama be
still the chairman.
Tobo. A maybe bedra Chama yet Chama be more Chama be your best sorry.
Oh,
most sorry now, Jimmy.
Still orange.
No, but in
your party member.
But Empress, I'm not saying say ni role as chairman no. Me kasa kaka bensam no. Okay. Swati. Unu word no. Me word am person use ni.
Well, power was sure.
It is saying apart from me. Now, can you imagine? They now you know. Did you see the footage? I was like, oh my God.
Yes. The fear of the Lord.
Oh my God.
The fear of the Lord.
Is that no? Is that my senior?
Yes, the fear of the Lord.
I don't know.
Senior Benghazi.
No idea.
And the one who know.
No.
No, me.
Because like you to me describe because the fear of the Lord. A ram woman.
Charlie, Senior Benghazi now write to claim to me. As when you stroke all of us, I'm saying, "Are you ready?" Now then, you go for no much ready no more. What say? Pachamunya mo kasana me sia di manka we. Muja me aba mi do.
Straight.
Kasa hija ko.
Me say, afi chairman na ya was so nipam e no de na.
Say we the finance minister no ma o.
What you say?
Yenti be chinaba.
Me pa mo chew. Emre ye ni nkaso. Emre dane. It is a nyame wa do no do sim pempen so bi na se wa ban ho a bron ho ase. Na 4 years 4 years ne kan ya 3. Ba wu and as wo so sika mu se wo Ghana fo sika se wo de ya de a fa ye. En fa Ghana fo sika ne sa me ya kaka ben se mu hu on so.
Ayana kasani sika wa ye chuma.
Empress, wo so Ghana fo sika mu se wo de ya de a fa ye. Na fa Ghana fo sika na sa me ya kaka ben se mu hu on so. Na mu me ensu wo mo yem. Uwi aka chem se wo ma t-shirt ko mbeto abama. Because sebi omo jimi omo nimu nyansa omo hu ade eno ma esesa me kwaku matimi agya MPP eno ma esesa people are getting wiser by the day, and so we should change the way we do our politics and stop thinking that the youth are still like the way we used to do. Now you be Liberian war pictures everywhere film ebe catch say JJ Rollins na kungu for nyina no sadi na twemo.
There's a sound bite from Nkrumah. You should try and listen to it. I say Ghanaians are not stupid. Yeah. Ube yo musa one day almost sorry ah. Ube bo unsin.
Yes. That is what is happening, Empress. Say NDC and share. Now one was sister buying sika Ghana for sika. One Gigi sika ni. Amphibia to NDC be new on who say.
Oh yes, almost 4 years almost.
Say.
I'm telling you.
And I'm sure they know. That is why you do Raymond
exactly.
Munyo mwadimo na Ghana for na say munyo.
Yes.
Sebi me di manu be say one way ye omo no omo die obi enu ma ye scan video.
Thank you.
Sebi yo Empress ye titi cars akesim omo ma ye let.
Thank you.
Why am I supposed to go and sit down for them?
Exactly.
Why? Sebi ye di China for ba so me to go di yo ye di go good table so ye tre we sika we oh mema more we sika we ye mami bi. So why am I supposed to cry for him?
I say we nipa.
Mama nyade. When quite mama nyade. Because when people are chopping, they know those they chop with. So when you are suffering, don't expect me to suffer with you. It's true. And this is for newa bemu. Mudi ya wa mu. Remember, if you also go down the same lane, it feels so you be be okay. Me that say.
Abusua adwumapa on demand service for na say adwumapa on demand for say o pese wo di dwuma bia nkankangana for am wabrochire a obehia nipa didi so ya tilers anasa building constructors fashion designers chese auto mechanic bia o pese wo di say dwuma bia ma no obekọ ye app no so na wa download adwumapa on demand service ayesa so abekọ www.adwumapa-on-demand-service eno so obekọ ko hu adwumadi edi nyina ni trimopo nyina no se ye boawo ema okokofo obi ana wudi dwuma bi a nipa a okokofa no esansa wonnim na kira kwan bia anti no to bi kura nipa na gisika wie open here na hu no adwumapa on demand fo aba ama sa ha nyina afiri ho esansa obi bia ya de be ma so woni dwuma bia ma no ya ye background checks ehu se nipa yi onim ne wo ye enye kwanche trefa ni bia wonim de wo ye ene ye fa no edna ma wo na ni gisem ba ko omu ne se onipa bia ya de be ma wo a odi be di dwuma bia no sebe eba krono sem anase si ebu afa so pa dia enya de besi na wanso san nim se sabi ko soja mumpo a ye wo military police ono so soja ni ochi soja ni eno me kire mu se eye adwuma pa on demand for no ye san so supervisors a abre nyina no omko rounds check se adwuma na nipa no de beda ye no saa pepepe ene ye no na se adwuma pa on demand de omama adwuma no aye simple se bibi ni ena onte ase ampacho no wafa numbers no aye gusuo no no wafre